I'm not quite sure what the FCC laws are about whether I'm allowed to swear, but Megan's always telling me off if I use profanities, and she generally bleeps me out. So I've decided to be more colourful with some of my more vitriolic and robust language that isn't known to be a swear word. Lickspittle's another one of my favourites. I'll be using and deploying a few. Some friends of mine have told me they've got drinking games for whenever certain words of mine come up. They're meant to scull a beer, which of course is reckless drinking of alcohol is not something that I would ever encourage.
Man, Joe's like anti-UFO though. And I'm like, no, he's just frustrated with disclosure. Go to the mothership. The whole fucking thing is themed so UFO.
How can anybody say I'm anti-UFO? There's fucking UFOs everywhere. There's one on the desk. There's one behind me.
I know.
That's so silly.
And you broke the biggest UFO story of all time. Like you've done more for disclosure than anybody, in my opinion.
Well, I'm not anti-UFO, but I'm allergic to bullshit. And this stuff, some of it smells like...
Guys, I just got back from Contact in the Desert. And I am hyped up. I am rejuvenated. I am refreshed. I am ready to go. That is the most inspirational speech that I have ever heard from President Trump. Never give up. Never quit. The more that the entrenched interests push back against you, the more you should challenge them. The more people tell you something is impossible, the more you should try to achieve it. That is basically the motto of MH370X.
The sDm Files, episode 18. Everybody, make sure to check out all the links down in your breadbasket. We got everything down there. We even got extras. We got lots of extras as always. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. Go do all the things. Go do them right now. Come find me, x.com/shotdownmine. We will do the thing. Trust me. Here we go.
So back in 2023, in the summer of 2023, in July, there was a series of videos that went viral on social media. And these videos were captured in the Peruvian Amazon in the region of Alto Nanay. And they featured a chaotic scene at nighttime in which the villagers were running around, screaming, pursuing something, and discharging their firearms into the jungle. And subsequent interviews with members of the community revealed that they had been assailed by these very strange people, beings, who were dressed in body armor. One of them said reminiscent of the Green Goblin from the Spider-Man movie, and that these assailants could fly, that they could hover a meter off the ground, and that they were impervious to gunfire, and that they were making incursions into the village, and the villagers were completely freaked out about it. A couple of other videos surfaced, and these videos were surfacing at the end of July, beginning of August. A couple of other videos surfaced from the Peruvian Amazon featuring similar phenomena, and one surfaced from the city of Nauta. And as I said, they went viral all over social media. The villagers, subsequent to publishing the video, they were pleading with the Peruvian Navy to come protect them. Pleading. They took some pictures where they're holding up signs. And this, by the way, I should say that one of these villages, it's called San Antonio de Pintuyacu, and it's very remote. It's located in the Peruvian Amazon, northwest of the city of Iquitos. And they published some pictures where they're holding signs, the villagers begging the Navy to come protect them because they were under assault by some phenomenon. And the story kind of changed at some point to people were taking it very seriously, and then there was this explanation that was offered, and the story sort of went away. And the explanation that was offered the explanation that emerged was that the villagers were being assaulted by river miners equipped with state-of-the-art jetpacks, and that the river miners were attempting to drive the inhabitants of San Antonio de Pintuyacu off of their land so that they could mine the river.
Ross, Coulthart, Q&A, reality check. Talks about David Grush, talks about the New Jersey drone incursion, definitely talks about contact in the desert. UFO experts discuss alien encounters, a full documentary, Area 52, Chris Ramsay, his take on contact in the desert. He's got all sorts of UFO experts in here, Richard Dolan, James Fox, Luigi Aliento, or Vincenti, sorry, Luigi, George Knapp, others, we'll just say others for now. Well done. Richard Dolan at Contact in the Desert, being introduced by Jesse Michels. And speaking of Jesse Michels, he shows up on Joe Rogan. They drop a 3-hour interview. They go over almost everything ufology, and they got a great 20-30 minutes in there on the Nazca mummies. Joe Rogan's mind just being blown by the Nazca mummies and the eggs and all the physical and forensic evidence. Timothy Alberino on the Shawn Ryan show, one of my favorites. Still think that basically the Greer organization should replace Greer as the public spokesman with Timothy Alberino. Here he is talking for 40 minutes at least on the face peeler situation in Peru from a couple years ago. It's 3.5 hours. They talk about a lot of stuff. My favorite person to talk about the face peelers, pretty much the only person who really talks about the face peelers anyways, but I love when people talk about face peelers. Ashton Forbes spending 40 minutes there talking about his religious experience at Contact in the Desert, and then a good almost hour and a half going over the Bash UFO document dump from the Bigelow group, confirming basically everything that everyone suspected about everything Bigelow group related over the last couple decades. Polarity, a good 30 minutes here. They're trying to shut down disclosure. Kirkpatrick claims all UAP are fake. He loses his shit over the Wall Street Journal article and just goes off on everyone in all directions, especially the Pentagon, who discovered itself was to blame for everything in its own investigation. The Y Files, Planet Maldek, the classified truth about Mars' origin, stripped, so no Hecklefish, and also basically no Anunnaki, no Sumerian legends. This is like a different story. A little bit of the remote viewing from 100,000 BC, but good stuff. Classic Y Files. Also have him on Joe Rogan, I guess 2 weeks ago now. A vast episode, 3 hours of conspiracy theory nonstop, including shit talking on Hal Puthoff and the pyramids and ufology and everything else. Pretty much, it's vast. It's amazing. It's awesome. The Team B lineup here, we start off with Scum Lockpicking, taking out 20 padlocks, actually 21 in under 5 minutes, posting it to YouTube. He earns the prize, the badge, the whatever. The guy's a beast. Go check him out on his YouTube. Really, you got to go find his Instagram from his YouTube if you're interested in lockpicking at all. Polarity. I think there's 2 polarities here, but he's doing lots of stuff on his stream every week. This one's Matthew Brown and all the occultism and the Enoch encryption stuff. Next one's It's Getting Wild. Giant red orbs appear as Chris Mellon gives disclosure. Chris Mellon gave an 8-minute video on his X saying, "They're here, it's all real." Vetted, doing his part to talk about the Wall Street Journal drop. That's probably when he goes over Chris Mellon also, because the Wall Street Journal is, basically shit talking, throwing shade at Chris Mellon and Lou Lozano and Grush and everyone else since 2017. UFO whistleblower Matthew Brown drops bombshell. He's talking about Matthew Brown kind of jumping on the Trump-Elon breakup and going after Elon a little bit, which starts this whole, occultism arc this week in ufology on X. News Nation, Elizondo ends up on Cuomo on News Nation, basically to respond, even though they don't say it's a response, but basically to respond to the Wall Street Journal article that I don't think actually mentions Elizondo. It might mention him one time, but I don't think it does actually mention Elizondo by name. But it is, Elizondo's a fucking liar. He's crazy. Jeremy Corbell skipped out on Weaponized this week. Instead, he said, go check out Eyes on Cinema, which was worth it. I chose this one. It's really short. It's 18 minutes. It's got 2 UFO alien stories in it from 1964, which, the authors say are connected. But you go check out this channel, and there is thousands of hours of ufology in here, and none of it is Greer or Corbell or anyone. It's almost all first-hand witnesses. Redacted, the redacted files, the Rendlesham UFO incident, the march of ufology through mainstream media continues and is consistent and constant. Ross Coulthart gets caught at Contact in the Desert by Martin Willis, podcast UFO live shows. You get a good 40-minute interview with Ross Coulthart there about ufology, basically, by Martin Willis. I was going to say this was his last interview before he flew out of town, but this is actually flying into town and getting caught right there at Contact in the Desert. And then a little bit with Dean Aloito, who is the director, producer, creator, writer of Alien Perspective. It's like an 8-show or 10-show or 12-show kind of documentary that's from the point of view, the perspective of the phenomenon of the aliens. It's called Alien Perspective. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to hear him talk about it and why he's interested in it.